Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, my name is Alexis Jayda and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the new show on Netflix, Love is Blind. If you have not watched that and you guys don't want any spoilers, please click off now because there's going to be hella spoilers. I'm going to tell you guys the whole show, all that good stuff, so click off now. If you guys don't want to click off and you guys want a little like rundown, this is it. If you guys want to cheese me out about it and kind of vent about what happened on that freaking show, this is it. I hope you guys enjoy. As I'm talking about this show, make sure you guys are commenting down below so we can like hit on certain points and all that good stuff, so we can have something going down below. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one. This is my first time doing this. I hope you guys like it. I did ask you guys on my Instagram and Snapchat this is something that you guys would like to see, and a lot of you guys said yes, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's begin with the show Love is Blind. If you don't want to watch it, I'm gonna give you like a little rundown, okay? This show is called Love is Blind, and there is a good amount of females and males that go into these pods, and it's literally a blind date. Like, not like the ones that you see on the show where they, you know, it's a blind date and then you go and you meet up with a person and you start talking to them and you see their face. With this Love is Blind, you don't see their face, okay? And you're going into this dating show and you come out with a wife and a husband, or a husband, wife or a husband, okay? You're going into this knowing that, which is freaking insane, because you're going to go into this place and you're going to meet, you know, your wifey, your hubby, and you don't see their face until one of you guys propose. Then you see their face. So they go into these pods and they basically date they date all of each other, okay? So they all have dated, and you kind of like, okay, take notes, like, I like this about you, I like this about you, I don't like this, I don't like that. And so they literally just talk and talk, and they get to know each other, because when you leave out of there, you're leaving with your wife, your husband, you know? So when I was first watching this, I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like, this is freaking crazy. I really was like, okay, if it doesn't get good on episode 2, that's it, I'm clicking out. But this show literally just sucks you in, because you're just like, no freaking way, like, this is not gonna happen, this is not gonna happen. But then you literally see these freaking relationships start to develop. Like, it was nuts. So they have to talk, they have to date each other, and then once one of them proposes, then they can finally meet each other for the first time. And then after everyone gets like hooked up and like engaged, then they go out to this Mexico trip and learn more about each other. And then they have like some time where they live by themselves and get to know each other a little bit more. And then they get married, okay? So we're just going on with the dating, okay? So they're still in the pods. The main person that I want to talk about is Jessica, because I'm just gonna say she played a character, because holy shit, I feel like she played this poor dude. So Jessica was going back between Mark, who's 25, and Matt, who was 27, okay? Jessica is in her 30s. So she kept telling 25-year-old, like, you're too young for me, there's so much more you gotta experience, oh my god. But she was still talking to him, she was still like, you know, letting him say like all this gushy stuff, and she was just like taking it all in, and she was enjoying it, because that's what some girls do. We just, you know, we like the attention. And she was just like, tell me more. What I didn't like is how she would go and be talking about him and be like, oh, gushy gushy, and she was in love with the other guy too. So 27-year-old and then 25-year-old. So she was like, I don't know, you know. But she was leading on the 25-year-old for a long time, for a good minute in these pods, okay? Poor dude was just like, come on now, like, I know what I want. Like, I know I'm only 25, but I know what I want. And I think honestly he did. He seemed very genuine, you know? But también he was a little bit too much at times, because I was like, dude, like, chill out. But you go into the show and it's like, you know what you want, and that's why you're there. Totally get it, you know? So anyways, so the 27-year-old is over here talking to all these girls, okay, and laughing with them. It shows like a clip and he's just like laughing it up with all the girls, telling them all the same thing. Like, he kind of just came off like you know, typical fuckboy type. But again, they're there because they want to fill out everyone, because they're going to be leaving there with their spouse, you know? So he comes to Jessica, well, in the pod, you know, Jessica, I need to know if you're really all in this, because like, he was like wanting to propose to her, you know, yada yada yada. I need to know that you're serious and you're in this. So she was like, okay. So what does she have to do? She has to let go of Mark. And Mark literally was just a yes man to her, like all the way, okay? So she goes in the pod. I have to tell you something, you know, to the 25-year-old. I keep forgetting their names because they're both Mark and Matt. Mark is like, okay, like, what do you got to tell me, you know? And she's like, this just isn't gonna work. Your age. Again, with the whole age thing, it was just like so much where I was just like, damn, you probably aged the poor dude. But you kept fucking mentioning that. So she tells him, it's your age, yada, yada, yada. You're not the one. Sorry. You know, she starts crying, whatever. And he's just like, okay, you know, he's like heartbroken, like what changed? And she's like, I just got to fill out my options, you know? And the whole time I'm trying so hard, like I'm laughing a lot because it's just so crazy because you can't see the other person's facial expressions. And I so bad was just thinking like, I wonder how I would act. Does it make the emotional connection stronger, or you don't really give a fuck because you can't see the person's face, you know? So you don't know if there's like any pain or hurt. And if they're crying, how do you not know they're fake crying, you know? She goes back to Matt and she's like, hey Matt, you're the one for me. I told you, I did it. You're the only one, you know? And he basically did what so many guys do. Base, sorry, you know what? You're not the one. I don't even know what I want either. So he reversed Uno that bitch and it was like, boom, right in your face. Don't want to be with you. Sorry, I got to fill out my options. So she basically got karma right back. So then Jessica runs back to Mark and was like, I made a mistake. It's you I want. It's you I want. But you know what was funny? Before Jessica did that and she was like telling off Matt, it was funny. She's like, stop, like, you know what, I don't want to hear it, like, you're wasting my time. Like, she was talking all chingona and like trying to tell him off, which she probably was thinking that he was gonna be like, you know what, baby, never mind, you're the one for me. But it didn't work. So anyways, she goes to Mark and she's like, you know what, like, it's you, yada yada yada. And he takes her back. He does that whole thing like, if it's meant to be yours and you let it go and it comes back, it's meant to be. But this boomerang hit him right in the fucking forehead because she did him dirty. I feel like Jessica's full intention, if you guys already have watched this, you guys already know. I don't like how she went along the whole time, the whole freaking time, and she didn't choose him. Girl. Okay, so that's Jessica, Mark, and Matt triangle, literally, okay? And then we have Kayla and Kenny. I feel like they were kind of just like, I don't really have much to say about Kenny and Kelly. Cameron and Lauren, I was rooting for them as soon as they started talking. I felt the connection with them and it's so cute. Their love story, all of it. I was obsessed. I was like, oh my gosh, like how freaking cute, and just how he got like so emotional with her. And that was another thing too. I don't know if it's because like their talks and their connection just felt more genuine than the other ones. I really liked their connection. Their freaking connection was so freaking, oh, I loved it. And just like when they first met each other after he like proposed to her, just how she was like, oh my god. And what was so cool as well is how he didn't ask her about her race. I don't know if I'm wrong about that, but I don't remember seeing where he asked her anything like that. It was just connection, because even she was like, he's white, and it was just so cool because it's just like love is blind, you know what I mean? And so I was kind of like back and forth like a freaking flip-flop, like a freaking fish out of water, like, oh, how do I feel? Like, is it not? I love their story. I can't even complain about them really, like, or like anything, because they were so freaking cute. There was one part, one of her things that she doesn't like is like sharing a toothbrush, and just the way she said it, I was just like, really? Like, but you can like exchange spit, but the toothbrush is just like off limits. I don't know, I guess before I was like weirded out about that, like sharing toothbrushes. Like, I remember someone tried to grab my toothbrush and I was just like, ew, Rudy, I use his toothbrush, he uses mine. I'm just like, okay, I don't know. It's just not that big of a deal. It's not like, I don't know. To me, it's just not a big deal. So when she said that, I was just like, oh, come on. Like, that's not even a big deal. But he was such a good sport. Literally, he was there for love and he got it. Their whole everything. I loved it. Their whole everything. I like how she was a daddy's girl and she like never brought anyone home to meet her dad, but she brought him and she was like emotional about it. And then how her dad got emotional at the wedding. God, that's so freaking cute. And then what I liked is that their parents, both their parents' names were Pam and Bill. And I thought that was cute too, because I was like, oh my god, it's so meant to be. Like I was that person rooting for them. Like they didn't have any drama at all. They just seemed like, oh, like just like normal people. Like no drama, no nothing, none of that back and forth bullshit. It was just like, I'm in it, you're the one, I'm here for you. I like that a lot. And what I liked about Cameron, he just seems very, very respectful. He just seems like he was, like his mama raised him good, you know? Again, nothing to complain about when it came to them. I just felt like they just clicked and it was just so freaking cute. So now, Carlton and Diamond, they were pretty feisty in Mexico, because when they were talking in the pods, it never came about that Carlton was bisexual. He was scared to tell Diamond because he didn't know how she was going to react. He didn't know if she was going to be okay with it, and she was just like, all right, cool. Or if she was just going to just be like, no, I don't, you know, no. I think she had every right to know before, because that's just, it's just fair. I feel like, in my opinion, just to be upfront, do I think she's homophobic? No. Do I think she deserved all the hate that she got after the show? No. I think, honestly, they just needed to be more open with each other. And, well, him. I feel like Carlton needed to be more open with her. And I feel like it would have been okay, because she kept stressing that she just wished she would have just told her, and he was just honest with her. And I felt like she really did mean that, because you could tell she was really, like, in it, you know? But it was, I could see a turnoff for her when he called her a bitch. Like, he called her a bitch. They started having words and says, that's why I don't mess with bitches like you, and your weave is slipping. And he was just like going in on her, and I was just like, holy shit, Carlton, like what the fuck? Like, he just like went in on her, and she lost her cool, and she should grab the drink and she went right in his face. So she throws the drink in his face, and that made me laugh. I don't know, I'm a petty bitch like that. I was like, hell yeah. Because she couldn't slap him with an insult, because anything that she would have said, and you know damn well, if she would have said anything at all, it would have came across like she was homophobic, she is being disrespectful. So she was just, all right, right in his face. And I was like, yes. Like, she threw it right in his face, because I was like, damn, you did not need to be called a bitch. Because she was just talking to him. And I feel like like, it was a heated conversation, but I feel like he could have just kept his cool. But he explained at the reunion that he just had like his guard up and stuff, because he was scared, and he was like losing her, you know, and he loves her and everything. And I understand that, but you need to keep it chill, keep it cool, and just talk, you know. There's no need to be disrespectful or anything like that, because it was just like, damn, is that what you were just thinking the whole time? My weave is slipping, this and that. I don't know. I was just like, damn, that went left. And then they left like upset. And it kind of sucked, because they were saying that they got a lot of hate on social media and stuff. And he was getting death threats. She was getting death threats. And the show should have told them to like, hey, you guys need to talk this out, instead of them just like parting ways and letting the internet take over. Like, what the fuck? That's not cool. Especially because like people want to be like, you know, like, oh, you guys make sure that, you know, you don't say this, or like, here's the hotline for this number if you feel this way. No, deal with the situation there. You had them both there. They should have been able to talk it out. Let them stay a couple days while the other ones are like getting to know each other, whatever. Don't just send them home, especially like that. Like, what the fuck are you guys thinking? And especially because of the topic, like, he felt suicidal. Like, not cool. I didn't like that at all. That made me feel like, what the fuck? Did he deserve the drink in his face? Maybe, maybe not. But honestly, he shouldn't have called her a bitch. I was just like, what the fuck? But yeah, at the reunion, Carlton and Diamond got to talk, and it was just really, really nice to see that they were both sorry. And Carlton especially, you could tell he was like very, very like genuinely, I don't know how to say it already. He was really sorry. And I was like, oh, that was like a really nice apology. And I felt bad because it looked like he was going to propose again. And you could tell she was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He like had to tell her, like, I'm not going to propose to you. Like, don't worry, you know? And I was like, aw. But that would have been awkward though if he did. So it's just kind of like, again, a fish in the freaking out of water. What the hell do you want, Alexis? I don't know. Yeah, so that was Carlton and Diamond. They had a really nice beginning, but then the ending didn't go so well, and then they made up again, which I'm glad that they did, so that everyone can lay the fuck off of them with death threats. Not cool. Now we're gonna go on to Amber and Matt. So remember, Matt, Mark, and Jessica are in this freaking triangle right here, because Jessica is over here. She can't let go of Matt. Mark's over here waiting for her, like, I'm gonna wait for you, boo. So Matt ends up proposing to Amber. Amber seems cool as hell. She seems pretty freaking cool. Someone that would be like, what's up? Like, we can be friends. Like, she seems really freaking cool. So I like her a lot. And I feel like she's just, you could just tell like she about it. Like you could just tell like she's about it. Matt ends up proposing to Amber. And it was funny because when Matt told Jessica like, no, boo. Sorry. He like, you know, told her no. Jessica ran to freaking Amber and was like, he said he was gonna propose to me and like he like is not anymore, like he doesn't know what the hell he wants, like yeah, fucking run. She was hoping, but Amber was like, you got me fucked up. Okay, whatever. That was, it was so freaking, I wonder how old is Amber? So Amber's 26. Okay, Jessica's 34. Jessica was over here acting like a freaking acting like a freaking high schooler. But you know what? I feel like it doesn't even matter, because I feel like it doesn't matter what age you are. If you just have that personality, you have that personality. So anyways, so Jessica thinks that's gonna work on Amber and going to scare Amber away, and she thinks that she's gonna make the mistake that Jessica did with Mark and be like, you know what, fuck you, I don't know what I want, you know, type bullshit. Didn't work. So Matt ends up proposing to Amber. Those two go to Mexico. So Mark and Jessica go to Mexico too, because Matt ends up proposing to Jessica, and Jessica's like, oh my god, you know, even though it's like, girl, I don't know, I could just feel it through the screen. She was not genuine at all. And I know a lot of people are like, she knows what she wants, you know, and I don't blame her, because like she didn't stay with him, yada yada. She didn't give him a fair chance. Like, she even said at the end of the show that she went into this and she was like, this is not gonna work, this is not gonna work. If you knew that wasn't gonna work and you already had that mindset going in, why didn't you give someone else a chance who probably could have ended up with Mark? Yeah, with Mark, because you're selfish. That's why, because she just wanted the freaking opportunity to go. I don't know, I was just like, what the hell? That was just, when she said that, I was like, ugh. Like, I didn't like how she said it. It just came out very, I don't know, just one of those girls, why did you take that piece of cake, the last piece of cake? Because I didn't want anyone else to have it. That type, you know what I mean? That makes me mad, because I like food. That was her attitude. Not freaking cool. They go to Mexico. Any freaking opportunity that Jessica got alone with freaking, it was so freaking weird, because she just kept telling him like, are you sure? Like, I never would have expected that you and Amber would be together. Never. She's like totally opposite of me. Yeah, maybe that's why. I don't know, you guys. It was so freaking weird, and maybe it could be because how the producers edited it and stuff, but damn, she was pushy. Like, he even told her like, I'm happy, you know, and she was like, no, like, good, okay, good, like, okay, good. And in the meantime, when she's over here trying to like freaking get on Mark, I got the names wrong. It's just so hard. Why are they both M&Ms? So Mark's over here talking to Amber, and he's telling Amber like, yeah, like, I'm really happy, yada yada yada. Amber's like, oh, like, you know, just talking to him, cheese me out, whatever. And they're just talking, and you can just see Jessica, just like, Jessica looking at Amber, Amber's looking at Jessica, and it's just like, you can just feel the tension. It's just like freaking weird. And this whole time I'm expecting Amber to say something, but I feel like she didn't want to get out of pocket, because she didn't want her boo to be like, you know what, I don't like that, you know, you never know. So she was keeping her cool, and freaking Jessica was over there being a weirdo, trying to shoot her shot again, even though he told her, I'm happy. She kept going. It was so freaking awkward. And then one of the times she gets like really drunk, and I totally forgot what Mark said, because he's innocent. I don't know what he said. She's like, oh yeah, it's like if I were to say like, Matt's sexy as fuck or something like that. What the fuck? Like, that, what? Like, she went left with it, and he still stayed there. And at this time I'm like, you know what, I can't even feel bad for you, because you like it. I don't even know what the heck, because that's weird. Like, también, how could he marry someone knowing that she's over here saying some shit like that, like, I'm drunk, like, yeah, freaking yeah, right. I don't know, it was freaking mad awkward. Anytime like they were like in the same room, Jessica would try to be like all over the 25-year-old, that she's like, oh my god, your age. No, all over him. And it was so weird, because even he was like, oh my god, she's like hot and cold, like, it's so like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to feel with her, you know, yada yada yada. And then Amber and her boo are just doing their own thing. Like, they're just like, literally, he does not talk about her the way Jessica talks about him. Like, it's just so freaking weird, and so like, it's so cringy. It's like, you don't want to look away. They end up leaving Mexico. Okay, they end up leaving Mexico again with this couple, because they are like literally the main focus on this show, okay? Because the other ones, not so interesting, and Diamond and Carlton already left, remember, because they had their fight. Sorry to say, the other ones weren't really that interesting. G was pretty entertaining, but I feel like they needed more dating, you know, and that's why they didn't get married, and they ended up just dating and stuff afterwards, because they needed more dating. And they had like a few little like scenes here and there that caught my attention, where she would get sassy with him, and literally she was just like a switch, you know, like, listen here, motherfucker, like she would talk to him like that. But the idea, I was like, okay, like, I don't know, yeah, okay, whatever. And if I was just more, I think because Jessica, she did make it interesting, and maybe that just was the character that she got hired to do. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why she didn't marry anybody, because they needed someone to make it spicy. You know what I mean? Everything go that. Or they're like, you know what, Jessica, we'll pay you this much, and you gotta act like this, because we need this show to be a hit so that we can get more people on it. We need some drama. You never know. And she's probably like, she probably has a boyfriend at home, and she's probably like, okay, cool. And she's over here getting us riled up, and she's just like, I don't give a fuck, I'm getting a check. So it's kind of hard to like get so upset. But I got upset. I was like screaming at my phone. I was like telling my babe, like, can you go to the store and get me a beer on your way back? Like, I need to drink to this, because they were driving me insane. All right, so they leave Mexico, and now they're going to live together and see how living together is and stuff like that. Like, okay, this is something they want, yada yada yada, this is gonna work, or this is not gonna work, type of thing. Get to know each other more, because you never know a person, really, I feel, if you have not lived together first. Live together first, and then you'll see if you still want to marry somebody. They live together. Amber decides to throw Matt a surprise birthday party, okay? Of course, Jessica and Mark are gonna go. So they go, they're having fun. Again, Jessica goes over because she sees Mark alone, and she's like, hey, is this really what you want? And he has to tell her again, I'm happy. And it was just so freaking cringe, because I was like, damn girl, you got shut down twice. How many more times? No, technically 3 times, because of the pods, Mexico, and here. 3 times? Like, yeah, no mas. It was too freaking much. So he told her, and she's like, oh yeah, yeah, I know. And then she goes over to where Mark is at, and she just starts being so extra with him, like just all over him. And I think she was trying to make Matt jealous, but Matt just didn't give no fucks. Like, he really did not even look her direction. He was just like, whatever, dude, like, I don't even like you that way. And he probably didn't even like her attitude, because she was just too much. Like, it literally was just like, oh my god, stop, for me. So she's like all over Mark now. I just felt so bad, because like anything he asked, she like was always sassy with him. Like, it was so sad, because it's like, oh my god. And I know he had to have known that she just wasn't into him, and she was just trying to make Matt jealous, but he just didn't see it. And maybe that's when love is blind, or maybe he just didn't want to see it, you know? I don't know. It made me so mad. But maybe, again, my theory, this Jessica was just a character, and Matt's gonna get his own show. So maybe that's why he was like, I'll take you back, whatever, you know, when she like left the first time. So they're gonna gain this sympathy card, and then he's gonna have his own show, and it's gonna be like more money, you know, for the freaking network. A theory, because he got played, and I feel like not that many people have that much patience, but I don't know. I don't know. And his mom was like cool with it too. She cried with him at the end when he got left at the altar, but I don't know. You don't know, you know? Anyways, Jessica and Mark leave, and then now skipping forward to it's wedding day. Jessica just looks like, I don't want to be here. Just run me my check. Let me know when I can clock out. She doesn't look like she's all in for it. Poor Mark, he's like all excited, and he's like, yeah, I know it's her. Like, she's my soulmate, saying like all the right things that I feel like people post on their Twitter, you know? He was like that type, where he was saying all the meme shit. And then we have Amber and Matt. Matt gets cold feet, and he's like, oh, I don't know. Amber is like, what the fuck? Because she's all in it. She met his parents. Oh yeah, and they got to meet their parents too, which was pretty cool. So that was another thing. I was like, okay, I don't know, kind of cringed for Amber a little bit, because Matt's parents just seemed very conservative and not with the shits. So they just seemed like, Mark's parents were very, very nice. Mom cooked a home cooked meal. That was that. Not too much to go into it. I was just kind of like, Matt's brother did try to tell him, give him like a little heart to heart, like, hey, think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing. This is something huge. It's not like it's gonna be easy. It's the hardest thing I've ever done, marriage. And just really think about it. And you could tell like his brother's opinion really matters to him because you could see that he was like thinking about it. So the day of the wedding, he gets a little bit of cold feet and it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this. And you could tell that Matt just wants someone to love, you know? And you could tell that he's trying to make the best decision, you know? Dun 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 dun. Time to get married, okay? Do you wish to take hand in marriage, yada yada yada. So Amber says I do, and so does Matt. Okay, he's like I do. So they get married, yay. Moving on to Mark and Jessica. They're doing the whole thing. Mark says yeah. It looks like Jessica was gonna say yeah. It looked like she was thinking about it, like she was just like, you know what, maybe I can learn to love you, maybe. It just wasn't there. And she was like, no. And I felt so bad for him. He just looked so freaking sad. And then that's when she was like talking at the end, because they, you know, they want to talk to you and like, oh, like what happened, you know? And she was just like, just wasn't in it. Like, no, I couldn't do it. Like, I don't believe in this, you know? Like, love is like, there needs to be like a physical attraction, because she wasn't physically attracted to Mark. She was physically attracted to Matt, and she made that known, which was so freaking awkward, because I'm like, damn girl, you don't think that we're gonna see this later on? Like, do people really not think about when they're on shows like this, like what's gonna come out? Are just really into like the mentality of like, I don't give a fuck? Was it just that because she thought she really was going to marry Mark and he was gonna be like, oh, kudos babe, thanks for looking out, like, you know? I don't know, but she was like a complete ass. Like, she really did not hold back at all. She was just like, yeah, I don't believe in it. And basically it was just like, not true. Like, there needs to be more than just an emotional connection, because that's what it's basically just more focused on, you know? And it was so sad. I don't know, like, did I want him to marry her? No, because she didn't really love him. So it's like, what do you want? And thank goodness they didn't have to watch each other's weddings, because that would have been sad. That would have been so sad to watch and see them get heartbroken, you know? And if that would have been the case, Jessica probably would have looked at freaking Matt like, it's your chance, like, let's do it, you know? And he probably would have been like, no, again. Yeah, I probably been like, sorry, like, no, I love her, stop, like, we're already married, damn it. Like, I don't know, she just came off so strong. No is no. She was a trip. So they left, and I literally watched this all in one day, and then I had to wait one more day for the reunion. Okay, so I was like, you know what, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to stalk their freaking profiles, because I want to know, did you guys really stay together? What's the chisme, you know, all that. Because G told her boo, I do, and he was like, sorry, I don't. Like, you're hot and cold, I don't even know, like, I don't know, you know? And she was just like, you made a big mistake, you know, telling him and stuff. Like, she was a little feisty. They ended up still dating, so I thought it was cool. As I was looking at their profiles, and I was like, okay, and you guys made it work. That's cool, you know? Maybe they couldn't just jump into marriage and stuff. That's cool. I was looking at the other profiles, and I was like, all right. Looking at Jessica was smart, because she was getting a lot of hate, but she has the option where you have to follow me to talk shit. So hit that follow, then you can comment and leave your hate comments, whatever. So I thought that was smart. I'm still not gonna follow though. Then I went on to the other profiles. Amber and Matt seem happy, so looked at their stuff and I was like, oh, that's cute, they look happy. And then I talked to you guys a little bit, because I was like, you guys, should I do a video? Let me know, I'll do a video. And a lot of you guys were like, hell yeah, do the video, because I want to know your thoughts on it. Okay, so then it comes to the next day, and I'm watching the reunion, and I'm like, oh my god, that was the most boring reunion ever. Had to watch that shit 3 times. Okay, the only good part was when freaking Amber told Jessica, like, what was up? Like, you're a bitch, basically, to her face. And I didn't really like how the hostess wasn't even let her having it, because she was, okay, so this is what happened. So they were talking about like, oh, you guys are in love, you know, you guys still in love, you guys happy, type of thing, you know, yada yada yada. They start asking questions, and then they go to Jessica, how do you feel? Like, basically, like, any regrets? And she was like, no regrets, you know? I was there to shoot my shot. I shot it and it didn't work. I got shut down, you know? And they were like, okay. I don't know what question they asked Amber. Again, I'm telling y'all, it was boring. Something like, do you forgive her or something? And then she was like, you're a bitch. You're a bitch because you were still going after him. And I can't believe you're just like throwing yourself at him in Mexico. And I thought it was funny, because I was like, yeah, tell her. Because she was telling her, like, you're leading my friend on. What the hell? Like, what kind of person does that? Basically just like checking her, you know? And then the hostess, I know she's famous. I don't know her name. I apologize. She was just like, okay, but do you like forgive her? And she was like what you did? Like you could tell she was just like, she was mad. And what I thought was cute is that, well, you know what, not to think of it, Matt probably liked that shit because he was like smiling, you know, when she was like going off on Jessica, and I was laughing. You know, this was like built up because now that's her boo, you know, that's her man now. And so watching it, she's probably like, what the fuck? And the way they edited it, he never was like leading her on or anything like that. He was like, I'm happy, you know? So that made wifey probably like, what the fuck? He told you he was happy. Why did you keep pursuing? What is wrong with you? You know? So she's like telling her off. Hostess is like, okay, but do you forgive her? And I'm like laughing because I'm like, no, because I'm invested now. What the hell, you know? So she's like, no, whatever. And then Jessica's like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not sorry because I was there to pursue, basically. And she's like, yeah, that was messed up, yada, yada, yada. To me, that wasn't even a real apology. It was like, sorry, not sorry. Like, sorry I got caught. Sorry they recorded that. Sorry you saw that. It was just, she didn't give a fuck. Yeah, it was funny. She kind of just like told her off. Literally, you guys, I feel so bad. I wasn't really entertained with the rest of it. I was just like, okay, whatever. G talked about being with her mans again and that they're just living together, dating and stuff like that, which is cool. You know, I was like, oh, okay. Other than that, again, I had to watch it twice and I don't even think I watched the ending. I don't even know how it ended because it was just so boring. Y'all ain't asking juicier questions. I ain't trying to listen. So basically that was it. Hopefully the next round, because I'm hoping there's another round because I'm pretty sure. And then all the press that Cameron and Lauren are getting right now is freaking huge. I'm seeing them everywhere. They're all over my TikTok ads. They're all over my Snapchat ads. They're literally everywhere. So you know the show is like, fuck yeah, we need to get another duo just like that because they're everywhere and they genuinely, hate that word, look happy. Like they really do. It doesn't look like they're, well, Lauren does look happy, but I feel like Cameron just looks so freaking happy. Like you can tell he's just like, yes, like he is just so like in love with her. You can just tell like he fell in love with her mind, and then body was a bonus, you know. He just looks like he's all into it. I want to see the same for Lauren. I really do, but I feel like, you know, have you ever heard that saying, like, get you a man that loves you more than he loves him? I feel like that's kind of the case. I could be wrong. Maybe I just don't know how to read her correctly, but that's just what I'm getting off. Like, he's feeling more than she is. They're getting hecka press. I know season 2 is gonna come, and it's probably gonna be even crazier because how Diamond's and Carlton's little fight, how that happened, that got lots of people watching it. Like I seen that first on the Shade Room. So I feel like they're gonna have more blowouts like that on season 2 or whatever, and it's going to be another one of those dating shows, but this is one that I actually can get sucked into. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all thoughts are. I was actually surprised I even freaking got sucked into it and continued to watch it. It was just, it was different because I was like, no way, they have never seen each other, no freaking way. That's what got me too, because I was like, what, that is nuts. Like, is that true? Because like I know people fall in love like online and stuff, and like some people get catfish, unfortunately, but then there's some people who actually fall in love. I don't know, to me it's just, it's a gamble. And then it sucks too because it's like, what if you have such a great connection with this person and you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, and then you're not attracted to them like physically, like at all, and then you're just labeled as a bitch. I'm sorry, some people do need that. They need the mental and they need the physical attraction, you know what I mean? I don't know, do you guys think that's a thing? Maybe Carlton will get his own show. Maybe they'll be like, you know what, Carlton, we're gonna hook you up, we're gonna get you a show. And so was Matt. I don't know, you guys let me know if you guys have a different theory, what you guys thought about the show. Do you guys think it's true that love is blind and you can fall in love like that? Is this something that like you might want to participate in? I never see like how they get people on these shows. Like, how do people apply for these positions? I've always been curious. I've always wanted to apply to the Bad Girls Club, and I told Babe the day I was going to apply for the Bad Girls Club, I finally figured out how to do that one, and I told Babe, I was like, I'm going to go onto Bad Girls Club and I am going to be everyone's best friend. And then I swear, the day I told him that, later on they announced that they weren't going to be doing any more. I was so sad because I was like, what the hell? Like, I just seen that. But I wonder how you go on like dating shows. Like, I wonder how people got on like Flavor Flav and like all that. I live in New York. Like, I want to know how you guys get on these shows. Like, where do you go? Like, I never see anyone posting. The only reason why I saw that one about the bad girls is because like this one girl that I used to follow, she said she auditioned and she like showed everyone the tape, whatever, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I want to do it. I thought that would be cool. I want to go, but babe wasn't having it. But yeah, I was like telling babe like I want to go on it, and he was like, you're tripping, like you're not gonna go on it. And I was like, yeah, like that's gonna be my vacation, I'm gonna be out there and stuff, I'm gonna be living the life. But I was just messing. There's no way in hell. I would probably just be like the one that's just chilling in the back where they're like, why is she even on there? That would be me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like get ready with me talking about Love is Blind show. Let me know if there's anything else similar to that, and let me know your guys' thoughts. I hope you guys are commenting as I'm talking about this so that we can already have something going on, so I can be like, oh yeah, I can see that, I can see that. I don't know, maybe this is gonna be a complete fail, you know, say. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Why do my voice go all deep like this? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already to keep doing my videos. Te quiero mucho, you guys. Besos a todos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.